Hello, I'm Francis Nedvedek, a Principal Technology Analyst with AutoSens. You are listening to AutoSens Insights. And today we have as our guest, Marc Beusenberg, R&D Director at IMS. Hello, Marc, welcome.
Thank you, Francis. Nice to meet you.
Marc, I perceive your company as an advanced production automation company dealing with sensors and optical systems. Can you tell us a little bit more about the background of your company and your specialties?
Sure. Thank you very much, Francis. Yes, at IMS, we have a focus on designing, building, and supplying high-precision production equipment, as typically is needed for manufacturing sensors or actuators and other high-precision products. Examples of these products that we work with are automotive sensors, headlights, high-precision components for medical devices, and many components of smart devices, such as mobile phones.
So you cover quite a range of industries and products as well.
That's correct. Yeah, we actually supply the production equipment for these high-precision components.
And when you deal with customers, this typically comes as a mandate, and then you discuss the scope and the extent of the project, and then build machinery accordingly.
It actually goes two ways, Francis. Sometimes we get specific requests for production equipment, so it is actually engineered to order. But sometimes we also have components that we have developed before, so we position ourselves as an OEM supplier of pieces of production equipment that we can incorporate or integrate into full production lines.
Okay. How does this, your interaction with the customer, impact their final flexibility and productivity?
Oh, that's an interesting question, Francis. We actually are focused on high flexibility and productivity. And maybe I should explain that with the example of a recent development that we did, which is in the field of optics assembly.
Please tell us a little bit more. It's a broad field, and could you give us a little bit more in-depth description of how you go about working with a customer and achieving this?
Yeah, let me try to explain it through the recent development that we did. We built a new workstation for active alignment of optics assemblies, such as lens-to-lens, lens-to-chip, or lens-to-laser components. And we actually interacted with many customers to find out what was really needed in the market to build such a system. And we came up with a relatively open platform, which allows you to do research and development work, as well as low volume production work, and of course, high volume production work that we're quite familiar with. As a matter of fact, the active alignment system we recently developed has a cycle time of less than 5 seconds. And the workstation that we developed can both be used as a standalone as well as an integrated system.
So then actually, you can work with a customer to begin with pre-production, a small quantity, prototyping, and then scale that design into a full high production setup.
Exactly. That's very much how we do most of our production lines. Correct.
You mentioned flexibility, productivity. Are there other advantages to your client when they come to you for help?
Yeah, like I said, flexibility and the low cycle time of this active alignment setup are not the only advantages. A world novelty that we introduce today is an option of our position freezing carrier. And the innovation that we launched together with the active alignment workstation is the option to include a feature that allows you to separate the fixation and the alignment steps. The special fixture on a carrier that we have actually built and that we developed can hold or freeze the aligned component without having to fixate it. So without the need, for instance, for what they call pre-curing of the with the UV adhesive, hence the name position freezing carrier. And by doing this, you actually allow the complete fixation step to be done in parallel to the active alignment, which then saves you time and increases your productivity. And we believe actually the position freezing carrier allows you to do even more. You could even reconsider the fixation or gluing strategy of your components altogether. You don't have to do it inside the active alignment station anymore. You can take it out and do it in parallel. And this gives you opportunities to redesign your product, save time, but also to redesign maybe even your fixation strategy. So using different types of fixation, not just glue, but other kinds of fixation according to whatever the application is.
Well, that's tremendous. I could see how that really speeds up production and also allows more control over the entire system, quality control. And what about if you want to make slight changes? You can observe what's going on, and then you want to make a small iteration to make a small change for whatever reason.
Yeah, it could possibly help in that area too. Of course, you have to deal with the quality of your active alignment by itself. You know, you have to ensure that that quality stays intact. And that is exactly what this position freezing carrier does. So you can manipulate a little bit after you've actually aligned and take care of that. Yeah.
Great. Oh, thank you for sharing that with us. And this is all available to see in Brussels at the show in September.
That's right. We'll actually be taking the setup, a demonstration setup with us to the AutoSens exhibition. So we will be happy to show that in September to the AutoSens community. Very
good. Excellent. So we'll be looking for you there. Is there anything you would like to mention before we close out?
Well, if you want to hear more, of course, about this or other type of IMS products, then please don't hesitate to contact us. You can find, of course, the details on our website. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, very good, Marc. Thank you very much. That was Marc Beusenberg, R&D Director at IMS. You can see him at the show in Brussels. You have been listening to AutoSens Insights. You can find us on our YouTube channel and look for us in the internet. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.